cancelled. Were you cancelled during lockdown? If so, how are you doing, first of all? And also, how did it happen for you? Sometimes it was swift and quick. People's social media accounts were shut down, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channels closed, Facebook groups gone, LinkedIn accounts shut down. I still haven't gotten to the bottom of why my LinkedIn account was shut down, because it had nothing to do with it. I'd had all these sorts of conversations on Facebook. There were times where there were friendships that were cancelled. There were family ties that were severed and cancelled. People uninvited for dinner, uninvited for Christmas, uninvited to the weddings and all the rest of it. And there were times where cancelled from your job, cancelled from your work if you didn't do certain things or did things that you felt would be dangerous to your health or well-being. And, if you have a business, then of course those were cancelled in a big way, shut down. We started off with two weeks to flatten the curve. I said to a friend in March 2020, it's going to be more like 2 years. So they run people into the ground, get them into a financial black hole, the likes of which they might not recover from. And then there was the being silently cancelled on social media, where you were either shadow banned, so you were there but not really there, or people took a step back because they didn't want to associate with you publicly. If you have a newsletter list, perhaps people unsubscribed, or they just stopped opening your newsletters and just ignored them. So it happened in a multitude of ways. And it was a case of almost being cancelled. There's the practical cancellation. But it also can take an emotional toll, a physical toll, a mental toll, even a spiritual toll. So if you were one of those people who were cancelled during that time, during lockdown and everything that entailed, how are you doing? And actually, how did you get through it? And how did you survive? And it could be that you haven't yet survived. You could still be on your knees. So in that case, what's the plan? From here, where do you go, and how do you go from just surviving and get back to thriving? And it's Marilyn Devonish here, the NeuroSuccess coach, rapid transformation specialist and futurist from transformationstm.com, and holder of an online Darwin Award, which I was given for my apparent stupidity for all the things I was saying back in March 2020, so coming up to 6 years ago now, all of which have proven to be true and right and correct. I sincerely hope that you are all fit and healthy and well. Over and out.